In the previous episode, we obtained Zelda's Lullaby, the Sun Song, a Heart Container, and 7 gold Skulltula Tokens. Hello and welcome to SolaceVision, where we are playing the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Don't get tired, Link, you've got a long way to go before you got this game finished. I'm really grateful to all of you who watched my animation. I spent a grueling 2 weeks making it, so I hope you enjoyed it. I spent 3 hours alone animating the part where Freddy walks down the steps, because I'd never animated someone walking down the steps before in an animation, so that was a huge learning curve for me. You know, I'm just really glad that I finally got it out there, finally gave you something. Those of you who wanted to still see animations, I'm glad that I gave you something that you're used to, instead of, you know, for those of you who are having trouble adapting to new content. Because one thing I did notice is that one reason I did make the animation in the first place was because I was losing subscribers every time I uploaded a part of this Let's Play. And I was wondering whether it was because people were not interested in Let's Play and were unsubscribing because I've changed my content. Or it could be a problem with YouTube. Now, I uploaded the animation and I still lost subscribers, so it's probably a problem on YouTube's end. I mean, I don't know what it is, but wherever it is, clearly it's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm changing my content. So I'm going to keep going with this Let's Play, and I will make more animations, like occasionally, not full time though, only when I feel like it. But to those of you who watched it and enjoyed it, thank you. It got more views in its first hour than the last part of this Let's Play got in its first week, which just goes to show how important animations are to my channel, so I can't really let go of those just yet. So let's begin. Let's start by reading this stone. They say the treasure thrown by Princess Zelda is a gold Skulltula token. I got 7 of those in the last episode alone. There are hundreds in the game in total, so I got 7. You know, that's a lot. More than I actually expected from one part of the episode, of the Let's Play, I mean. Yeah, I wonder what we're going to get in this episode. Now, in this episode, I am going to become an adult for the first time, because there's a lot of stuff I can do as an adult. I've got the Megaton Hammer, I've got a Bigoron Sword, I've got a Goron Tunic. There's a lot of places I can go. There are a couple of things I want to wrap up first as a child. The first thing I want to do is this diving minigame round the corner here, where I must pay this Zora some rupees. And what he's going to do, he's going to throw some rupees into the lake below, and I must pick them up. They're all blue rupees for some reason. In the original, they're like a mixture of green, blue and red. But for some reason in this randomizer, they're all blue. Is that a reference to the fact that blue rupees are everywhere? Probably. Last episode I got so many blue rupees, it wasn't even funny anymore. It wasn't even funny. So, yeah, what I have to do is I need to dive down and collect these rupees in the time limit, which is very easy to do. I think they've actually made this easier. They've definitely made this easier. I think they've given me more time, as well as giving me like 5 rupees to pick up. Hey, congratulations! I've got something very nice for you. Come up and get it. So yeah, normally in the original, you'd pick up the rupees, you'd go back up there, and you would get a silver scale, and you would use that silver scale to exit Zora's domain into the Lake Hylia. And then you would find Ruto's letter, which would allow you to get to Jabu-Jabu's belly. However, I have already got the silver scale, which is how I got here in the first place. So, I wonder what we're going to get from this Zora over here. We have to go up here and talk to him, and he will give us something. What a graceful dive! Now, please, take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this, yeah, no, I've already got it. Oh, it's a gold Skulltula token. How did I know it was going to be one of those? Yeah, I got loads of those in the last episode. So anyway, there's one more thing I want to do in Zora's domain right here, and it involves this torch, and I need to be very careful not to mess it up because I've got 3 shots to do it. It involves these torches and these sticks. I need to light this torch, this stick I mean, with the torch, and I need to light this torch down here as quick as I can. Light it. And put my stick away. And yeah, by putting the stick away, that stops it from burning out. If I'd kept my stick out for much longer, it would have burnt out and it would have been lost. Now what I want to do, this is the hard part. I need to get myself in position. and light the torch and quickly roll down. No, no, no. So we light this torch. We go down here. Go on here. Now these metal torches down here, these metal torches burn out, so I can't keep them lit for too long. Now put it away and get my torch out again. Now I can't roll across here because if I roll, then the water will extinguish the stick. So I light this, then I run along here, and there's a couple of torches over here I need to light. This one and this one. There we go. Did it first try. And there's my chest. It could be absolutely anything. Let's see what we get. Put the stick away. Don't want to lose it. And it is another gold Skulltula token. Yeah. Okay. So I am actually starting to receive quite a lot of those. I don't know why. I mean, there's 100 of them. I know I keep saying there's 100 of them, but I'm just surprised that they're coming to me right now. And okay, I can actually. This is Zora's River. I can leave the domain by the waterfall, but I can't enter it from there. Now, I've got one. There is another thing I want to do. There's another set of scrub shops in Lake Hylia. What I want to do, I don't have enough rupees to buy from it, so I'm just going to collect some rupees here. This is a great place to farm rupees, and I'm going to fast forward the video. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, before I go back to collecting rupees, I just want to read the stone here. I completely missed it last time because I was distracted by the piece of heart over there. So I just want to see what it says. The Spirit Temple holds a bomb bag. Okay, the bomb bag is all the way in the Spirit Temple, which is the last dungeon in the game. Well, the second to last dungeon in the game. So I'm guessing that's a bomb upgrade instead of a bomb bag. I mean, a bag upgrade, so it can hold more bombs. Okay, that's cool. Okay, back to rupee collecting. Okay, so 98 rupees, that's one away from the maximum. I think that's enough. It's very, very unlikely that I'm going to need exactly 99 rupees. So now I'm going to go back to Lake Hylia over here. I can't get back there through Zora's domain because the waterfall is blocking my way. So I have to go over here. Get off me! Get off me! Oh, okay. That's called that enemy is called a P-hat, and it takes away a whole heart of your health if it hits you. So I want to make sure that thing stays away from me. It's still coming towards me. Okay. Okay. So before I go to Lake Hylia to do some business with the Deku Scrubs, I need to go back to Kakariko Forest because there is a gold Skulltula here which I couldn't get because it wasn't quite night time. It was like the morning. And it wasn't quite, it was too late for the Skulltula to appear. So now it should be just fine. The Skulltula should be just here, should be here, behind this house. I think it's called the Untitled House. Yeah, the house of the Untitled brothers. Which I've never bothered with because, you know, I already know everything about this game. Well, I mean, it's easy to learn this game just by playing it. You don't need to use their advice. If you do, then, oh well, more power to you, I guess. Not everyone is well acquainted with video games. The Prelude of Light. Oh my, yes, okay. I will gladly take that. Okay, so that's our third song. The Prelude of Light is very handy for quickly travelling back to the Temple of Time, where you can quickly transform back from a child to an adult and vice versa. So, yeah, that'll be handy. But like I said before, still no Ocarina, so I can't do that yet. No Ocarina. The songs are they don't serve a purpose. They just sit around your inventory, being unplayable because there's nothing to play them on. So we're just going to hop our way to Lake Hylia. There's another Skulltula which only appears at night in Lake Hylia, and chances are it's going to be daytime by the time we get there. But it's okay. I can always cut stuff out of the video. I don't like travelling around Hyrule Field. It's too big. It's way too big, and as a child, there's just no fast way to get around it. You've got Epona as an adult, which can easily allow you to just gallop your way across in a matter of seconds. As a child, you have to just side hop everywhere, and it takes like it can take at times. Yeah, you see, it's all. Did that thing just spawn on? Ow! Oh god, get away from me! That thing just spawned on the fence. It burrowed up from a wooden fence, a wooden picket fence. Tell me how much sense that makes. I think there's some rupees in this tree. Wait, is it? Oh, there's some hearts in the tree. I could use those. Thank you for... Oh, back to full health. Thank you for giving me those hearts, because if I'd taken one more quarter of damage, one more quarter of a heart, then Navi would have started yelling, "Hey, hey, hey!" Because I randomized it so that she says that. Actually, no, I didn't randomize it. I picked it up myself. So here we are, back in Lake Hylia, where there's a bunch of... I think they're under a grave. I'm not sure. I think they're under a grave or something. I remember I've got the item checklist right here, and there's a gravestone somewhere in Lake Hylia. And there's you have to like pull it back, and underneath the gravestone are the scrubs who will sell me stuff. So let's just do that right now. Oh yes, I remember where it is. It's the owl is standing on top of it, so I need to talk to the owl and get him to like fly away. Hello, Mr. Owl. God. Alright, okay. I need to run away from him so he doesn't pick me up, because if he picks me up then he'll like take me away. I don't want to be taken away. And then I have to pull this grave back, and there's a hole, I believe, that I can get into. And here we have some scrubs. There's one on the left, in the middle, and the right. There's also a hole like this in London Ranch, which I went into. Alright, let's see what you have to offer me. It is a... Really? Another gold Skulltula token? I'm getting so many of those lately. That was about 15 rupees as well. 13 rupees, yeah, it was 13 rupees, I just counted. No, 12. Oh man, I'm not paying attention to the number. Yeah, it's 12. I started up at 98. Okay, let's see what you have to offer me. What? Another token? Are you serious? Okay, so 2 of them had tokens. There's no way that the third one's going to have another token. There's no way. Oh, okay, I just about got him. I quit. If you let me go, I'll sell you some bombs. No, you're not going to sell me some bombs. You're going to sell me. Oh, I don't believe it. What? Oh god, that was expensive. All three of them had gold Skulltula tokens. Hey Al, I'm getting out of here. All 3 of them had gold Skulltula tokens. What are the chances of that? I mean, to be fair, it's actually quite a high chance because there's quite a lot of tokens out there. But there's also loads of other stuff. There's loads of keys and compasses and maps. And upgrades. There's so many items in this game, which is also part of the reason why it's so beloved. There's so many things to collect. That I really don't understand why I just keep getting these tokens. It's you know, I mean, I'm grateful they can get you some good stuff if you have enough of them, but it's a bit boring. It's a bit monotonous just getting the same item over and over again. I want something cool. I want, like, you know, songs are cool. I want, you know, upgrades are cool. I want... what I want most of all is the Ocarina, because that will change everything. That will give me so many more abilities, so many more teleports, and just, you know, a lot of freedom of movement. And it's the sun is setting again, and the reason I'm here is because a gold Skulltula will appear here, and it only appears at night. So I'm just going to stand here and wait for the night to fall, and it should be here. But yeah, I'm not happy with the amount of Skulltulas I'm receiving in the space of one episode. I want them to be more like spaced out. But what you can do, that's the randomizer for you. It just, you know, it randomly gives you the stuff. It doesn't discriminate in what it gives you. So this is a... I don't believe it! Where are all these tokens coming from? Where are all these tokens coming from? This isn't even... If the game is doing this as some kind of prank or a troll or whatever, you know, it's It's not that funny. It's not really that funny. Okay, so long story short, yada yada yada, I ran all the way here and I'm back in Kakariko Village again, and it's night time again. Hooray! So there's one more Skulltula here in this tree. Because I remember hitting this tree, not in this Let's Play, but in a previous one of the normal game. I hit the tree during the day and nothing came out of it. However, if you hit it at night, there is indeed a gold Skulltula. I don't know why it's only in there at night. It should be in there at all times of the day. Oh well. So we hit it once. We don't run into it. We hit it twice. It takes away a whole heart if you run into it. Wow. I mean, they're better than blue rupees. That's probably the best thing I can say about these tokens. They're better than blue rupees. Blue rupees are like near useless, whereas tokens at least give you something. And speaking of which, I actually do have enough to get another reward. So that's the main guy. There's yeah, there's another guy there. That was the first guy I talked to, and here's the second one. The curse has been broken. Oh, ho, 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 ho. An adult's wallet, yes. So now I can hold more rupees, 200. I've been waiting for that. That's another like high priority item I've been waiting for. I can now hold more rupees. So thank you for allowing me to do so. So that was that. Next thing I want to do is get the heart piece inside this windmill. Now, oh. Now this, I think this is mini boss music. I'm not sure. This is, yeah, this is mini boss music. Which is playing inside the windmill for some reason. Now, hang on, I'll do this eventually. There's a heart piece on a ledge. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. There's a heart piece on this ledge. It's quite. I need to like stand on here first. There we go. There's a heart piece on this ledge just up here. What you're supposed to do is come back as an adult, enter through that little opening there, and ride that like turntable round and pick it up, you know, on foot. However, you can get it as a child by standing here and throwing a boomerang at it. So let's just do that right now. Okay, I missed. It's quite a weird angle. You have to, like, you know, you either hit the side of the platform or you hit the wall. So it requires a bit of precision. So, okay, it came onto me on the return. So there's my heart piece. Please don't be another gold Skulltula token, because I want something interesting for once. It is a... Yes! 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 We got it, boys. We got it. We have found the Ocarina at last. That is the main item I've been waiting for this whole Let's Play, and we finally found it. The Fairy Ocarina. There's also a blue Ocarina, the Ocarina of Time. But you start out with the Fairy Ocarina. But, you know, there isn't actually much of a difference between them. I could not be happier. Thank you, Randomizer. Thank you for giving it to me. I was hoping I'd get it before becoming an adult, and I did. So here's Dampe. As he's quite old and dishevelled, and, you know, because grave digging isn't exactly an attractive pastime. Hey kid, don't mess around the graves. I'm Dampe the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Yeah, yada yada yada. Pay 10 rupees, he digs something up, and in the main game, it actually takes quite a few digs before he digs you up anything useful. Most of the time, he just gives you like a green rupee, a blue rupee, or just a red rupee, or, you know, or just, you know, just normally he just gives you rupees. However, after a few digs, he eventually gives you a piece of heart. In the randomizer, he gives you a piece of heart the first time because they've been nice to you, the randomizing people. Well, I mean, I got on the Ocarina before this, so I can't be too mad. I mean, it's not. That's the highlight of this episode right here. I said every episode of this Let's Play is going to have something useful in it, and that is the useful item of this episode. Well, the adult's wallet and the Ocarina both kind of count. Now, there is one more thing I can do before I become an adult, and I need to pull back this grave. I think it's this grave, I'm not sure. Yep, that's correct. And there should be a chest inside here I can open. Yep, just ahead of here. There's a breakable wall behind it, but I don't have any means of breaking it open. Or a recovery heart, okay. I actually needed that because I got hurt by a Skulltula. Yeah, that's like one of the worst things to get, recovery hearts. But, you know, if you need them, then they can be useful. Okay. So, without further ado, let's go to Castletown and become an adult. Now I've got the Ocarina, which I'm so, like, ecstatic about. There are, a number of other things I can do with it. However, I don't really want to, like, waste any more time as a child. It's about time I became an adult. And I haven't planned out my route as an adult, so I'm just going to be completely travelling by the seat of my pants there. So, I mean, I've got the Megaton Hammer. That's probably what I'm going to be doing mostly. I'm just going to be going around smashing things with the Megaton Hammer. Because the boulders and the walls, like, all around this place, they're the main obstacles in this game that require you to just smash them. So there's the entrance. It's night time right now. If I had the sun's... Wait a minute, hang on. Wait, what am I doing? I can do this now. Wait. Yes, yeah, I just forgot I had the sun song, so I can make it daytime anytime I like. So that will save a lot of travelling around. There we go. Instant daytime. Just add Ocarina. And the drawbridge lowers. I've only got 1 rupee, but, you know, I could just gather some right now, but I'm not going to. Welcome to Ganon's... Oh, I mean Castletown. So, the Temple of Time is just over here. I went here before briefly just to read some Gossip Stones, but now we're actually going to go inside the temple. And we're going to pull out the Master Sword. Now, one thing I want to know, and I'm not actually too sure about, is this Master Sword... Okay, this is Gerudo Valley playing inside Temple of Time. Nice replacement. I love this song. This is one of my favourite songs in the soundtrack. Ah, yeah, Smooth McGroove. You know, he did an a cappella version of this. It's a shame about Smooth the Groove. You know, I don't know why. He doesn't seem to upload as frequently. But yeah, I love his a cappella videos. Go check him out. You know, he doesn't upload frequently anymore, which is a bit of a shame because he's so talented. Now, what I was saying before, is this Master Sword going to be an actual Master Sword, or is it going to be a different item? Because I'm guessing that it's not. I'm guessing that it's going to still be a Master Sword, because it doesn't make any sense. You pick up the Master Sword and... Okay. Yep. Yeah, okay, so just as I thought, yeah, it's still a Master Sword. So now I'm actually, you know, it's no longer going to be a complete pacifist run. We can actually attack things now. Because, yeah, it wouldn't make any sense just picking up the Master Sword and then suddenly not having it. So, yeah, it's not randomised. So, you know, I'm glad they didn't randomise it. Because, you know, I need a sword. It's about time I had one. Wait a minute. Hang on. Actually, I've got an even better sword. Wait. Are those hover boots? I'm not sure what those are. In the top left, it looks like there's hover boots there. I definitely do not have the hover boots. I don't know what... I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks like the hover boots. I definitely don't have those yet. Okay, so fast forwarding, here I am in Kakariko Village in the future, and it looks like the music has been replaced by this like weird cutscene music that plays when I think Sheik is what his name is. He talks about like your quest and like all the medallions and the history of Hyrule and all that, and the gods, you know, the goddesses. So let's just see what's inside these shops. Now, these shops don't exist. I didn't want to go out. These shops don't exist in the past. They're still under construction. Well, I think they're still like setting up the shop. But here we can clearly see that they exist, and we have, yes, a slingshot. Yes, thank you, and a Deku shield, and I can afford that, and I can also afford the slingshot. This is great. This is fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Shopkeeper. I could just, no, leave the shop right now, buy a bunch of rupees, and buy the shield and the slingshot, and I can go back and do the Deku Tree. I can't complete the Deku Tree because I need a sword to beat the Goma. Actually, I could buy a bunch of sticks, because sticks are an alternative to a sword, which are just consumable. I think after a bunch of sticks I could beat the Goma, so I could go back and do that right now, but I want to focus on doing adult stuff first. So thank you for, you know, showing what we have. That's great. We've got 2 pieces of heart in there as well, which is fantastic. Now this is another shop. This is the actual Kakariko Bazaar with the same guy who appears in Castletown. You have a Zora tunic here, which appears in, normally you get in Zora's domain, of course, which is 300 rupees. A Poe soul, which you can sell to a Poe collector guy who in Castletown, and he gives you some pretty good reward for it. Normally he gives you a bottle, but in this game he's going to give me a bow upgrade, because I remember there was a gossip stone which said that there's bombs, nuts and arrows, which I'm not going to bother with. Okay, so I think this episode's starting to get on a bit now. I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching this part. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and like the video if you like it. If you like what you're seeing, which I hope you're liking what I'm saying. I'm liking playing this, so I'm just hoping that in return you're going to like watching me play it. Comment on the video, follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Twitch. I'm not streaming yet. I'm not sure when I'll be streaming. I think what I'll do is I'll focus on completing the game and beating Ganon. Then after that I'll probably stream like getting all the rest of the items and seeing where they are, and then that'll be the end. So thank you for watching once again. I've had a great time, and there you go. I'm looking forward to the next part. I'm hoping you're looking forward to the next part. So thank you very much for tuning in to SolaceVision. Goodbye.